Welcome to Immigration Quicktake. This is Ellie Rutledge Silver with the American Immigration Lawyers Association. We're continuing to see changes with the military accessions vital to the national interest, or MAVNI program, and here to share the latest is AILA member Margaret Stock. Margaret, thanks for joining me. What are some of the changes to the program?
Well, there's no more expedited military naturalization. People watching this video may be aware of INA 329, which provides for expedited military naturalization. Essentially, that statute has been entirely undercut by new DoD policy memos, and it is no longer possible for a member of the military or a veteran to get expedited naturalization. This is because DoD believes that it has the right and authority to decide whether an individual person gets naturalized. The process for getting DoD approval for naturalization is cumbersome, and it's not in place yet. So essentially, green card holders can't get naturalized through military service anymore. MAVNIs can still get naturalized, but only because there's a lawsuit that's going. Also, the services have decided not to allow certain green card holders to enlist at all because it's difficult for them to get their citizenship and difficult to get the clearances needed. So the Marine Corps is no longer taking green card holders. I'm told the Air Force and the Air National Guard are not taking green card holders at the moment. The Army is allowing green card holders to enlist, but they're not being allowed to ship out to training. The Army's telling them they can ship out in a year, perhaps, if they can clear all the new DoD background checks. So the bottom line here is military expedited naturalization no longer exists as a practical matter. And if you have a client who is interested in joining the military on the theory that they're going to get citizenship more quickly if they join the military, you should tell them the opposite is the case. It's much faster right now to naturalize as a civilian than it is to naturalize through military service.
How is this impacting those who want to be in the military?
It's a huge problem for military recruiting right now. If you're not a citizen of the United States, the advice I'd give you is don't join the military, because as soon as you join the military, you're going to be subjected to certain new DoD background checks, and those will derail any application you have for naturalization. So even if you try to become a citizen through the civilian naturalization statutes, DoD is going to derail your naturalization if you join the military. So the best advice I can give a green card holder right now is don't join the military until after you're a citizen. If you wait till you're a citizen to join the military, then DoD can't mess with you and you have rights. If you join before you have citizenship, you're going to see your citizenship substantially delayed, and it will take longer for you to get your citizenship through military service than it would through civilian naturalization.
What are some next steps for MAVNIs who may be stuck in limbo?
Well, the MAVNIs are mostly part of a lawsuit called Neo v. Mattis that's being handled pro bono by the Fried Frank law firm in Washington, D.C. Shout out to them. They're doing a fantastic job as class counsel, and it's been an amazing amount of work for them. But there are other things MAVNIs can do. First, they should be complaining to their congressmen and their senators. Your congressional representative and your senators are good sources of information, and you should be letting them know about this fiasco that's been created by the Department of Defense. You should be making info pass appointments to check on your application. You should be checking the Neo v. Mattis website for instructions from the class counsel about what to do with your case. And if all else fails, you should be filing a mandamus lawsuit, or in some cases an INA 336B lawsuit, an individual lawsuit in your particular district to try to get your naturalization case moving on. If a person is naturalized and they're having trouble getting a clearance, they should be aware of the Tawari v. Mattis lawsuit. That case has been set for trial later this year in Seattle. And in that case, the Department of Defense has conceded that MAVNIs who are naturalized citizens are supposed to be treated just like other U.S. citizens. They're not supposed to be facing discrimination.
Thanks, Margaret, for joining me. For the rest of you, please stay tuned for more updates from the American Immigration Lawyers Association.